2005 Chevy Silverado 1500 5.3. Customer complaint. I took it to someone who said they knew how to tune. They did not know how to tune. So it's got a cylinder 8 misfire and it runs poorly, bogs, no power. Said there was something unplugged under the hood. So started by reading the codes here, and apologize for the glare. Of course, mass airflow, typical. Got some O2 sensor heater circuit codes. That's not a big deal. There's your cylinder 8 misfire, some evap crap, and got some alternator codes. Now that can be caused by a couple things. Could be some power wire issues in the junction, could be some connections on the battery, could be the alternator, could be the plug on the alternator. And also on these trucks, certain years, I'm not exactly sure, but certain years have a different chip or resistor or something in the cluster, and if you change it, your battery light will stay on and it will throw the same code. So I'm gonna do the visual inspection here. Already got the hood popped. Can already suspect that the mass airflow sensor is unplugged for whatever reason. Oh, something else. He said that the battery went dead or the voltage dropped and it fried the computer and they had to put another computer on it. And that is true, because I have read the VIN number from truck to HP tuners there, and the VIN number is different. So they have changed the computer, and the computer is an 04 1500 HD computer with a 6.0, and this is a 5.3. Now the tunes are really similar, so that's not a big deal. Well, that's nice. And there's our mass airflow unplugged for whatever reason. Oil cap missing for whatever reason. Oh boy, got a speaker wires and aftermarket ground there. That's lovely. Chinesium coil packs. Could be a spark issue on number 8. We're gonna have to check for that. He said he put a new plug in it and it didn't fix it. Evap stuff. It's probably just a leak at the tank. It's not a big deal. It's worthless. It's not gonna cause any problems. There's gonna be a bunch of crybabies commenting, "Oh, you need your evap system. It's so important." No, it's really not. You don't need it. It doesn't do anything. Now, yeah, if the valve is stuck open or something, it can cause a vacuum leak, but that's not what we're dealing with here. Another ground, speaker wire ground going to the engine there. Oh boy, that's real nice. Thread engagement. You don't need thread engagement. Yeah. Could be a problem with the plug here. I don't know, we'll look into that, but first things first, let's go ahead and plug this mass airflow back in, see if it runs any better, which I'm sure it will. Unless, I don't know if this guy was trying to tune this thing in speed density or what he was trying to do, but I mean, the truck is stock. I mean, it's literally stock. It has some sort of muffler on it, but, and a side pipe, but ooh, what do we got going on here? That's something for the LED light strip. Well, let's clear the codes and see what comes back, see how it runs. I'm sure that cylinder 8, yeah, we have a P0300, which is pretty typical. Random multiple cylinder misfire. No DCTs. Still got a slight misfire. Come on, Mr. Laptop. You gotta move. Huh, gotta check engine light already. Did something come back? Where's my mouse? No. Why are you on? Alright, so we're gonna start with the simple things. I mean, it's an LS. It's very rare for them to have anything majorly wrong, and by the trained ear here, you know, we can tell that this thing does not have low compression. So we're gonna jump straight to spark. It's either spark or fuel, or it could be something in the ECM, but I doubt it. Now there's gonna be those people out there, do a compression test anyways. Well, when you got that trained ear, you don't need it. Actually, I'm slightly stunned here. Those go hand in hand. We've gotta click this bad boy into here and click it back into the coil pack. That's what happens when you're talking and working at the same time. Stay. I want you just cooperate here. Okay. Meow. Start this thing up, see if it's got spork. Very faint spark. So, precisely as suspected, we've got a bad Chinesium coil pack. So I got a bunch of those laying around. We'll throw one on it. It's gonna kind of suck being on the back. That back bolt there, it's gonna be a little tight. But let's go ahead and get that taken care of. And if it runs on all 8 at that point, we're gonna go take it for a test drive, see if any new codes pop up, and see if we're gonna have to dig in with HP tuners and pull the file, see what kind of pores lie there, and I'll get him one of these wool caps. Squirrel! And we'll get it all fixed up. Love these motors. All right, you guys aren't gonna believe this, but we just got in that black Z71 way over there. It's got a bad motor. And I'm looking for a round coil pack, so I go out to it. The exact same Chinesium coil packs. So anyways, got 8 of them to try, and dude said it was running good before it blew up, so at least it'll match, right? Because that's what we really care about, not it being reliable. You know, we'd rather the coil packs match rather than have, you know, good OEM coil packs that 9 times out of 10 never go bad. So let's throw this in, see if it runs smooth. Installed. Ah, nice and smooth. What? You telling me the Chinese coil pack was bad? No way. Something squeaking, screeching out there. It's not complaining about that. I just am. Probably needs a belt. Smooth as silk. So let me get my tools cleaned up, get the scanner all ready, and we'll go for a drive, see if it bogs now, which pretty sure that's all that was wrong with it. I mean, you could have screwed some stuff up in the tune, but I mean, how bad could you really screw it up, you know? I mean, it's running this good. By the way, Toyota wheels, those are off of like an 04 4Runner, maybe a Tacoma or something. Don't really know, don't like Toyotas. Oh my gosh, you don't like Toyotas? You're a mechanic, you're supposed to love them. Well, how about you work on them? There are some good Toyotas and some can last, but for the most part, I don't like them. Nor will I personally own another Toyota, I don't think. They are just not my cup of tea, okay? I gotta fold my mirror. This thing's a rattle trap. This thing has started to been yeed, if you know what I mean. If my kid, if I ever have a kid, does this to his truck, you know, that, you know, anything like that, anything in that general genre, beat his ass, because I sure will. Oh yeah, it's kind of boggy, picking up. L60 is not a slush box, which is surprising. Got 276,000 miles. It was a little boggy from, you know, 1500 to 2500. Feels about average. And being an 05, this could have 308s, 323s, 342s even. No telling. Probably check that. I am curious. It could have 410s, but I doubt it. It's pretty rare. You'll lift your tick now that it's warmed up. Shifts nice and crisp, nice and tame when you're in part throttle, and nice and crisp when you're on it. I'll go ahead and I'm going to pull the log file, and I'm going to pull the tune from the truck, see what it looks like, compare it to a stock one, see what they've screwed up. And like I said, if you remember from some past stuff, I tune these trucks all the time, so I don't know if he's screwed with stuff like with the mass airflow, trying to delete it, run speed density, who knows. So we're just gonna give it a once over in the tune. May not have to do anything. Going ahead and pulling the file out of the truck. You can see there, the camera's dirty or what's going on here? Just the glare. You can see it says 2004 Chevy Silverado 1500 with a 6.0. So that means that was a 1500 HD. Or, I mean, there's also a possibility that was an SS. But we're gonna get this pulled out and look at it. There's something pretty interesting. So this is the high octane spark map here. Basically, your typical drivability is going to be through this range, and this is basically your wide open throttle range. On the high octane table, we have -4 degrees and 6 degrees in one spot, but mainly -4 degrees. Wow, where is my mouse? I've lost my mouse. There it is. This is this tune that's in this truck. The stock 05 had more timing through here and had 12 to 11 degrees of positive timing. And we go to the low octane table. On this truck's computer, it has a wide open throttle. It has -6 to -16 degrees of timing. Look at that. And on the stock 05, we have, we'll just call it 5.5 to 5.5 in this entire zone. Pretty big difference. Now the truck still seems to run okay, but obviously you're missing some power there. Don't know why he pulled so much timing out of it. I don't really know. I wouldn't think that 04 1500 HD would have had that. But here's the difference in degrees. The difference is 22 degrees difference. Because you have -16, -11, and -16 on this computer, and you have 5 degrees on this one. So you're 22.18 degrees difference between them. So definitely missing some power there. So far everything else that I've seen looks about the same. Now we know for a fact the trans has had something done to it or in the tune. So let's go to shift pressures. Nope, it's at 90 psi, which is stock. You can go up to 96. Let's go where the differences are here. Shift scheduling. That could just be normal thing. Let's go to shift timing. Yeah, he has not messed with it at all. So what it appears is though Yeah, even abuse mode and torque management. Oh, my finger's in it. Everything's still in there exactly as it is. So what I assume has happened is he tried tuning the other computer just like he said, had no idea what he was doing, screwed it up, bricked it, fried it, whatever. Couldn't get it back. Probably didn't save the stock file because he's a moron, you know. That's why I named it Moron Tune. And just said, I'll just throw another computer on it and learn it and call it good. And actually, I am curious if he learned the computer or if he just turned off VATS. Let's see here. General. Yeah, he actually did it correctly because the VATS is still on. So he did the relearn. So it's pretty interesting. Now, what I'll do is I'll call the owner and tell him what I found. The truck will be perfectly fine on this tune. Everything is close enough between a 6.0 and a 5.3 that it's not going to hurt anything. The only two things I really saw that I don't like is that the timing is way off on the low octane and then on the high octane. The only other thing that's a little off is it has some added fuel to it, just a little bit versus a 6.0. Let me show you the difference. A 4.8, 5.3, 6.0, they're all so close on the V map. There's the fuel curve on the 6.0 computer. There's the one for the 5.3. 6.0, 5.3. So close. Now I'm going to show you the difference map, and it's going to look a little more than it is, but I'll show you where it's different. So that's the spots that it's different. So we have a little bit negative here, and then it's kind of just added all across the board, which that's not going to hurt anything. Honestly, these trucks, well, let me just show you. From the factory, the map has a giant dip in it, and it's always best to smooth those out, smooth out these little bumps and whatnot here. So these things, they like a little bit of extra fuel, especially when you start doing exhaust, which has got a muffler, but you know, get rid of the cats, do cam headers, colder intake, all that kind of stuff. You can add some fuel to it. So this truck would run and drive forever like this with no problems. The timing is way in a safe zone. So honestly, there's no reason to spend the money or time to retune it, but that is up to the customer. All right, well, the customer opted to take my advice and just leave the tune as is. He doesn't tow anything more than a motorcycle occasionally, so the truck's gonna be perfectly fine. And until the next tube comes in here, we'll see you later.